The 1980s seemed like it was an all-time high for corporations to battle each other. You have Chevy stating their trucks were better than Ford, and Pepsi encouraged us to take the Pepsi Challenge to prove it was better than Coke. But one interesting rival is from cereal companies back in the day, and that was Quaker Oats versus General Mills. And I'm not talking that oatmeal is better than Trix cereal, that'd be way too easy. In 1983, General Mills owned Parker Brothers, and Parker Brothers was known for games like Monopoly. Parker Brothers in the early 1980s were also developing video games for home use like Frogger and Cuber. To stay up with the competition, in 1982 the Quaker Oats Company purchased the ill-fated company US Games that had produced handheld games and was working on video games. US Games was then rebranded to VidTech. Many accused Quaker Oats as trying to compete with General Mills' Parker Brothers. However, the Quaker Oats man stated it was just working with their other company they owned, Fisher-Price. And I believe there's some truth to that, as Parker Brothers is cranking out titles like The Empire Strikes Back. Quaker Oats gave us Sneak a Peek. As the title suggested, it's a Fisher-Price kids game of playing hide and seek, and you can play as one player or two players. As playing as one player, the computer will hide and you will have to search the house to find them. If you decide to play against a friend, player 1 would close their eyes while player 2 hides, and then player 1 would go to try to find them. It was a very basic game, and I could see it appeasing to toddlers, but what I find most interesting in this video game battle between the cereal companies is look at the game graphics of Empire Strikes Back and Sneak a Peek. The common denominator is this man, James Widsteck. He developed both of these games in 1983 for both Quaker Oats and General Mills. The gameplay between these two games is not even in the same league. It's like the NFL playing the South Park Cows. You might be thinking the same thing I was. Sneak a Peek was designed for kids and it goes hand in hand with Fisher-Price. But we can all agree the graphics and the gameplay could be better since they were both developed by the same person. The Quaker Oats man stated that they made 13 different games and none of them were a hit. So with just 1 year being in business, in 1983, Quaker Oats shut down the video game productions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider hitting like and subscribe, and as always, I want to see you on the leaderboards.